Silver 9211 coming at you with another live video. In this video, I wanted to upload I beat a shaddoll invoked. His deck did draw a few times. He negated almost everything I did, which is expected. Um, I did some negations as well and some tricks to uh, to survive in the duel, but pretty much he started first, so he set up first. I didn't draw such a good hand, but on my channel, we don't cry, we don't complain, we just get the job done, and that's it. There is no other way for us. So he summoned the board, set the cards to the graveyard, put up Winda, and then he filled up his hand. He had droplets and some other negations, and then I was pretty much stuck with the rod and an Alistair. Um, I didn't even have an Alistair. I had Magical Meltdown, and so here we are. There you go. So it's pretty much dead. You can argue that it's not, and that's fine. You can show me on your channel what you do with this hand, but basically you can get a circle, um, and then rod into a dark magician and set up with salvation. But the problem is your opponent goes first, so that's not going to be good enough. Because if he blows that away, you're pretty much done. The game's over. So I decided to go a different route into the invoke um, invoke sequence. So there's Wenda. You can only special summon once per turn. So I play it. He didn't use the ash, so I drew him and I decided to go into him first. So I normal, activate effect. He didn't negate it. So then I decide to attack the Moon Maiden, and that makes my invocation live. Play it, banish it. Activate it in the graveyard, get it back to my hand. You can only play one magical meltdown per turn, so at this point, there's nothing I could do. So trigger it, set from the deck face down. Set. So I don't want to discard Alistair in case I need to boost. Activates effect. He draws 2 cards. I discard Rod to negate. And I know people are going to be angry, say, why'd you discard Rod? That's a stupid move. That's why you have your own channel, and that's why you suck. So here we discarded Rod, and he plays droplets, which negates. So there's nothing we could do. And like I said, we don't cry and complain, we just get the job done. At this point, Rod was discarded for no reason, but he can always come back with Eternal. We just need to make it live. So he lowers the power to 1,250. Then he discards the cards to draw more cards, and then he does it again with Pot of Desires, banishing 10 monsters. So then he attacks. Then I discard Alistair, boost him up to exactly 2,250, 50 points higher. Got rid of his Wenda, broke out of the lock, and then he hits me with the Kaiju. Sets the card face down because he notices he's in a disadvantage all of a sudden. Trigger Soul Servant, stack Magician Soul. So I'm gonna switch. I switch from the invoked engine, and I'm switching back to Dark Magician to see what I can do with Dark Magician. So at that point, he realizes that he's pretty much finished because I was gonna send Dark Magician to the graveyard, bring Magician Souls to the field. Then I was gonna trigger um, Magical Meltdown, normal summon Alistair, get another Macabre on the field, and then use the effect of Magician Souls to discard 2 spells to draw 2 cards, and then at that point we can bring Dark Magician from from the graveyard um, back to the field, and then with those cards that we're going to draw, we got Macabre, Dark Magician, and Magician Souls. From there, we can link and we can bring Access Code Talker with the cards we have in our hand, pop that in the card, and try to OTK them right there and then with like 5,300 and then 2,500. And it doesn't matter because the board's already established. We have cards to negate any spell, trap, destruction, and then we can negate a monster. And we just take it easy from there. Obviously, my next turn we would be getting Rod back to our hand by triggering the effect. So pretty much he decided that it was a done deal and he forfeit. So this duel, I think it's on gold tier 3. So I think I have one more to go to gold tier 2. So I haven't been playing for about 4 or 5 days because my Wi-Fi box is down. But I finally beat one of those decks. I was having trouble before, but even though we had a bad hand, we won. We broke out of the lock, and then didn't matter what he did, droplets, nothing mattered. So there you go, Dark Magic attack.